Okay, hello everyone. We're looking at the last question, which is question E, the 10-mark question. I would like to say that it varies actually from students. Some of you score about level 1 to 2 marks, whereas there were evidence of students being able to answer all the way to 8 to 10 marks. Okay, so let's take a look and how we can improve our answers. Now, strength is almost all students attempted both sides. Okay, you were able to finish and you were able to manage all the sources. Okay, some understood how to use source details and evidence to connect to the larger outcome. Most students could also identify the correct source. Just note, source A cannot be used due to the year because the question is about whether the ban on microbeads in the UK is effective. Now, again, the ban is in 2018, whereas source A is in 2016. So source A does not prove if the ban is effective. Now, in N level, a candidate can use all sources. Just specifically for this particular paper, we didn't consider source A. Okay, just take note. So if you had used any any of your answers uses source A, it is actually a misinterpretation of the source. Now, areas of improvement, it is a waste if students can identify correct sources and evidence, but you fail to link to the larger outcome. It is very, very sad. Now, you must think of the consequences, um, whether or not the ban is effective or not effective, and equate it or link it to the larger outcome. So, for example, it is not if it is effective because economy will improve. It is effective because the human life or ocean life will be safe. Now, most of you who scores level 1 to 2 marks is because there's no link, and I would have written the so what, all right, whereas the level 2 3 to 4 marks is because one of your source is correct. That means good link. Level 3 to 7 is you have a one yes and one no. So please definitely try in the N level exams to actually do both sides, one yes, one no, and check whether your link is correct. Okay, so specifically, if you had chosen source B, for example, to say that it is effective, all right, there is a strong ban. So what you do is, quote source details, explain source details slightly, because sometimes if your source detail is wrong, at least your explanation sort of can further explain it, and the marker may give you that point still. Okay, now the link is because the government has taken action, consumers cannot purchase, right? So when consumers cannot purchase, it will lead to lesser plastic pollution. All right, you can even continue that. The plastic pollution, with lesser plastic pollution, it will be a better standard of living for the people. Okay, now if you're going to say that the ban is effective again, when you look at source C, because now retailers are sort of forced to support the decision, correct? And the ban will finally put an end to the sale. And it is a success because, again, no consumers will be able to purchase the products that has microbeads, and they will use alternative products. And when using alternative products, it is good for the environment. So you can see that from this particular source, there could be a very specific link. All right. Now, source D also shows that it is ineffective. Okay. It unfortunately shows that it is ineffective because there are still people who feel that, or there are still companies that feel that the ban will have no impact. Now, when this happens, companies may take little effort in trying to change their products, and the products continue to be accessible. That means consumers can continue to purchase. And if they continue to purchase, the effort to stop plastic pollution will be reduced. Okay. Now, these are your friend's answer. So if you look very carefully, this particular student actually managed to get level 3 5 marks, which is one sourced, either a yes or no. So it shows here is effective. This student quote from the source, explain. And the link is this will reduce the plastic pollution and keeps marine life safe, and our food will be safe and edible. So this is a good link because it tells you why the ban is effective and what is the bigger outcome. Okay, so this is sample 1, level 3, 5 marks. So very good. Now the next sample, source D shows that the ban was ineffective. The source details is correct. Okay, and you look at the explanation, this suggests that the ban was focusing on only one part of the pollution and hence it is ineffective. So what is the link? You don't tell me as a marker specifically what is the larger impact. All right, so for this the answer could have been improved if you continue slightly a little bit, that the pollution will affect marine life and our oceans will be affected, and in the long term, with pollution worsening, our next generation, our future generation may not enjoy a clean ocean. So this could be a possible link, and the student could have gotten perhaps maybe a level 3-5 instead of a level 1-2 marks. All right. Another example that is in your answers there. All right. Again, same thing. Source E states that the ban is ineffective. It states that companies are reluctant to change the label. This suggests that the ban is not effective, and hence source E is not effective. Just by quoting source E is not effective, it is not a link or a larger impact. Okay, you could have improved by saying that if the companies don't follow the ban, consumers will continue purchasing. It will not stop the problem, and there is a decrease in quality of life. So something along those lines that actually tells you that little bit more. Okay, so you have to put in the effort. It is not easy to do the link. That is why if you just focus on 1 yes, 1 no, it's already 7 marks. And if you have time, continue to do it, or come back after you finish all parts of the paper and just do 1 more yes. All right. Continue the effort, okay, and especially source question E that looks at all the sources. Just take note and be very focused.